Today we're going to zero in on one of the most iconic mountain towns in Colorado, Mount Crested Butte. I'm going to show you exactly where it sits, how it connects to the rest of the valley, and why so many people choose to call this mountainside community home. So if you're looking for everything Crested Butte and Gunnison, Colorado, you have come to the right channel. Be sure and hit that like and subscribe button to stay in the know with all things Crested Butte and Gunnison, including all the places in between. And if you're looking to make a move here, I get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single day. So whether you are looking to move to Crested Butte or sell a place here or making a move to Gunnison, and that can be in 6 days from now, 6 months from now, or you're moving across the country or up and down the valley, I'm here to make your move exactly the way you want it to be. All of my contact information is in the description below. Be sure and reach out. You can call, text, or email. I am here for you. Want to know which neighborhoods in Mount Crested Butte offer true ski in and ski out access, and which ones give you the best sunset views over the valley? Well, stick around to the very end because I'm going to show you exactly where those are with a complete map tour of Mount Crested Butte. So if you're not familiar with Colorado or where Mount Crested Butte sits within Colorado, let me give you a very quick bird's eye view. So here we have the state of Colorado in what we call the western slope, which is everything on this left-hand side, and then everything on the right-hand side is called the Front Range. So you can see here that where that number it says 128, that is zeroed in on Mount Crested Butte. And as you enter into the valley, you have basically Highway 50 that runs, it runs east and west along the lower portion of the state, and then you have 135, which is this road from Gunnison to Crested Butte. Just as a side note, 85% of the population in the state of Colorado live on the Front Range. The other 15% live on the western slope, which has a lot of the ski resorts of the mountain communities, including Mount Crested Butte. Driving distance, Mount Crested Butte and downtown Crested Butte, and including Gunnison, you are about 3.5 to 4 hours away from Colorado Springs and a little bit longer from Denver and about 5 hours from the Denver airport, to kind of give you a little bit of perspective. Luckily, we have an incredible airport that you can fly in and out of, and that is here in Gunnison. One of the best things about the Gunnison airport is that it underwent a $26 million renovation some years ago. We do have United Airlines that flies to Gunnison from Denver year-round, and then some seasonal routes, into Texas and some other areas in the wintertime and in the summertime. American Airlines also flies into the Gunnison Airport on a seasonal basis. And then there's another semi-private offering, which is JSX, which I haven't had the privilege of flying yet, but I have had some friends and clients that have flown on JSX and absolutely love it. All right, so as you enter from either east or west, you come into Gunnison right here. So you're either driving or, like I said, you're flying. As you leave Gunnison, the first town that you're going to hit is Almont, and this is heading north up 135. As you leave Almont, you're going to come to CB South, which is just right here in this vicinity, close to the Cement Creek Mountain. Well, Cement Creek and Cement Mountain. So this is the town, the little town. It's an unincorporated Gunnison County. You can kind of see it here as I zoom in. This is CB South. And then you keep heading north. You're going to come through the historic downtown area of Crested Butte. So downtown Crested Butte is divided by 6th Street. This is 6th Street. So just as a side note, for those of you who may or may not be familiar with downtown Crested Butte, you're coming in on 135. As you come into town, it is 6th Street. As you leave town and head up to Mount Crested Butte, it is Gothic Road. So Crested Butte is about 6x9 streets wide. The left-hand side here of 6th Street is all considered the historic district. This newer side over here, I say newer, it's not that new. There's definitely some older homes over here, but on 8th Street and 9th Street, those are some newer streets that were put in some years ago. But basically, Elk and 6 kind of divide downtown Crested Butte. As you leave Crested Butte, you're going to head up Gothic Road to Mount Crested Butte. From Mount Crested Butte to Crested Butte, or vice versa, you're talking about 3 miles distance. There is a bus that services Mount Crested Butte to Crested Butte. It loops all the way around. It goes about every 15 minutes during season. It does kind of pare back a little bit to every 30 minutes in the off season. You'll have to check the schedule for that, but it makes it super convenient coming in between Crested Butte and Mount Crested Butte. And I would say too, that's one of the things that makes this area unique. There's a lot of ski resorts that you go to where you're all incorporated into one town. So what I mean is, if you go to Breckenridge, for example, the ski resort is right off of Main Street. So you can be on Main Street looking at the ski resort. So it's all kind of the same. Whereas here you get 2 towns for one valley. You have Mount Crested Butte, which sits above downtown Crested Butte, and then you have downtown Crested Butte, which is just 3 miles away. Okay, as of today, which is the end of February 2026, there are 128 listings in the town of Mount Crested Butte. And I will say too that not only is Mount Crested Butte and Crested Butte 2 totally different towns, they have 2 different zip codes. So downtown Crested Butte is 81224. Mount Crested Butte is 81225. They have 2 separate town councils, 2 separate mayors, so they operate independently of each other. They do collaborate on certain topics or things that involve the both of them for mutual benefit, or something that would be a deterrent for either one of them. So you do find that living here and kind of the ins and the outs of each community, they do work together on things that help each other. All right, on the right side of the mountain, as you're coming up to the Welcome to Mount Crested Butte sign, that I would say officially starts Mount Crested Butte, and it runs all the way up Gothic Road to the far side, which we have the Prospect Subdivision, and then everything else that runs up this hillside here is the ski resort. So when people come to me and they're looking for a property, obviously we're talking about price points. So different price points are going to dictate where they're going to be. But sometimes people may be looking at a condo that they want closer to the lifts, or something that they're okay with walking to the lifts, and that's going to be on the other side of Gothic. So there are lots of options, for that. The same with homes. There's a lot more homes on the resort side, not necessarily all ski in, ski out, or that have bus service. In fact, there's not many that have bus service, but we do have First Tracks, which is a free service that you can call that will come and pick you up from your house and then drop you off at the ski area, and then pick you up from the ski area and drop you off at your house whenever you're done. So that's a great amenity to have. So we keep that in mind when we're talking about real estate here in Mount Crested Butte. Of where do you want to be? What price point are you wanting to be at? How big of a place do you need? Are you okay walking to the lifts? Are you okay with First Tracks? Do you want ski in, ski out? Okay, so within Mount Crested Butte, you also have properties that are sometimes defined as ski in, ski out, or skier access. Those should not be confused when we're talking about ski access or ski in, ski out properties, because there's a big distinction between the two of them. Ski in, ski out means I am truly skiing from the resort to my door of my property, taking my skis off and walking into my property. Very minimal effort there, a lot of convenience. Skier access means I'm taking my skis off at the base area. I can leave my skis there, put them in my locker, or walk with my skis to my property, but I am walking to my property. Maybe that might be through the lodge at Mountaineer Square to the Grand Lodge, which we call skier access, or the lodge at Mountaineer Square, the same skier access. And it's not a huge amount of effort, but it's more skier access versus I've skied, I've taken my skis off, or snowboard if you snowboard, and I'm right at my front door. So there's a big difference between the two of them. And of course, price point will dictate that as well. Before I get too ahead of myself on ski in and ski out properties or skier access properties, let's kind of talk about what roads you come to first, what communities are here. There's some planned development communities within Mount Crested Butte. So when you pass the Welcome to Mount Crested Butte sign, you're going to come to, the first turn is going to be the Crystal Road. So you're coming up, the Welcome to Mount Crested Butte sign is about right here. And then this first turn is Crystal. The next one is Castle on the right. And then the next one is Hunter Hill Road. On the left side of the road, you would have already passed, if you're already up past Castle, you would have passed the Pitchfork Development. There are a couple of properties within this development. It's a smaller planned development, went in the early 2000s. It's a smaller footprint, so you're going to have smaller houses, but you also have the convenience of you have your own bus stop within this Pitchfork Development that swings in and picks you up and takes you to the base area. So we'll start with this first one on Horseshoe Drive. So this one is $875, and I know a lot of people get excited about this, especially if you're not from the area, but this is a deed restricted property, and that means that this person, whoever buys this, has some restrictions here on their ability to purchase it. Here it says there's no cap on the resale, so that means that you could purchase this, and there's not a resale cap of, say, 3% of saying, if you bought this for $875, add 3% on top of that, and that would be your max amount that you could sell that for in the future. There is no cap on it, but it is a deed restriction saying that Gunnison County residents must live in the Gunnison County for at least 1 year and derive 80% of their income in the valley. It is a great starter home for someone that is really desiring to be at this upper end of the valley. And I can tell you right now, you're going to be hard pressed to find anything in this price point, even free market in this price point, for $875. So it's a great opportunity for someone. You can kind of tell here that there is that smaller footprint of a community, but still there's, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, and it's 1,300 square feet. So it's a great property. Could be a starter home for someone, or maybe you've been renting for a while or have an expanded family, and this could be a great spot for someone to land. And you also have a 1-car garage. Okay, so let's zoom in on a couple of other opportunities as you're heading up the mountain. So we have Crystal Road here, which I said is the first road that you get to as you're heading up the mountain. There's a couple of different condo complexes along this road. This is one of the ones at the very end of Crystal. And if you've gotten to this, there's another development, which we'll talk about here in just a second, called Chadlington Place. And so this one is just across the street. So 27 Crystal Road, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 640 square feet, listed at $439. You have great views, super clean. It's undergone some remodeling through the years. Like I said, great property. You're going to have excellent sunset views looking towards Red Lady Mountain, and it's move-in ready. Yeah, so here's a picture of the deck here. And that's looking at Red Lady right here. So the sunset's over here. Okay, moving on, there's a couple of other condos, like I said, across the street at Chadlington Place. And I will mention too that the bus comes through this road, Crystal and Hunter Hill Road. So there are 2 condos in the Chadlington Place, one at $350. And that is this one right here. It's 1 bedroom, 1 bath. It's about 500 square feet. Great starter condo for someone looking to get their foot in the door, or a great second home or rental property. Here's the other one at $375. This one has been remodeled a little bit more than the one for $350, and that's the reason for the price difference. This one is also an in unit, where the other one is an interior unit, but both great options for, like I said, someone who's, looking for a second home, investment property, or a starter condo. So as you come up the mountain here, we have left Pitchfork, we're leaving Crystal. There's a couple of other options, but a majority of them are going to be on Hunter Hill Road. So Hunter Hill Road has a couple of bigger, more higher end developments on there. One of them is Westfall Lodge, and Westfall Lodge is one of my favorite places up on the mountain. The residences are beautiful. There's lots of room to spread out, but it's also ski in and ski out, and they have great amenities. They have an outdoor pool and some other, like a restaurant bar inside that has a seasonal service, and sometimes they have music in there as well. So like I said, it's one of my favorite developments up on the mountain. And you can see here that you can hop on the Westwall lift, ski down at the end of the day, and then you're really close to the Silver Queen. So basically you're getting on here in the morning, traversing over to the Queen, and then going on with your day up for a full day of skiing. So right now there are 4 listings in the Westwall Lodge, and all of them are various types of residences. And what I mean by that is, some are smaller or larger than the others. Some have different views, like this one, for example. In the Westwall Lodge, there's 3 sections of that building, and some of them face the slopes and look towards the Westwall lift. Some of them look south, like this one, and some of them are off the front, where that would be looking more to the west. But this will give you an idea of what you can get in the Westwall Lodge and why I love this property so much. So $5.8 million will get you 3 bedrooms, 4 baths, and roughly 3,000 square feet. You do have underground parking. You do have extra storage here. You can see in this picture, there's the outdoor pool, and this is the Westwall lift right here. Across the street, which we'll talk about in a minute, this gives you a good perspective. This is the Black Bear Lodge. So these were put in about the same time. Black Bear Lodge went in first, and then came Westwall Lift. So like I said, they're both great developments, and the higher end kind of luxury up there as you're heading up the mountain. This is the penthouse. This one will give you great views. You can see just the side of the resort right there, kind of coming into view there. This is what it looks like from inside the unit. I mean, that's great. Redone kitchen. So yeah, just a stunning, stunning property. Here's another unit in here. This one's in the C section of the building, so C203. This one is on the market for $2,750,000. It is a 2-bedroom, 3-bath, just shy of 1,600 square feet. I'll give you an idea of this one. This one also faces the resort, and this is what it looks like in the summertime, so it's kind of a nice little perspective. They do have sidewalks throughout here. You can take that and then you can hang a left from here before you get on the West Wall lift, and obviously you can't ride that lift in the summertime because they don't run that lift in the summertime. And then you could walk, but you could walk up to the base area, and it's the same in the wintertime. You could take a little stroll up to the base area, and you could also ski down. There is bus service in front of this property as well, so you have lots of conveniences with West Wall. And when I have sold these or had the opportunity to show them in the past, that's some of the things that people love about this property. It's just all the conveniences. So this one has been redone since it was built in the early 2000s. I can just tell by the finishes and just what I know. A lot of these bedrooms were carpeted originally. The doors do look a little bit newer too. The furniture selection is really pretty. I can tell too that they've redone the bathrooms and the kitchen. So that's what it's looking like in the wintertime. So you could sit on this deck, watch your friends and family ski down the hill. This over here in the distance is the Silver Queen lift. And then this right here is the West Wall lift. Here's the pool and hot tub. And obviously this is a summertime picture, so just imagine that with snow, a little bit more perspective. And I do want to mention, I almost forgot about with the fire pit that they have out here. So it's a great gathering spot. Here's a front view of the property. This is Snowmass Road here on the left-hand side. And about right here before you pull into the portico of the property, that's Hunter Hill Road. There's a ski valet service that they have. They do have a gym, and then this is the seasonal bar restaurant that they have, and sometimes they have music. This is the interior of the lodge right here. So to the right will be the front desk and the entry. You head to the left over here, you're heading out to the resort. Another of the sort of the lodge living room, so to speak. This is, it's beautiful. I mean, it just kind of evokes mountain living. So this one is on the market for $1,550,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,600 square feet. This one is going to be on the top end, which is why you see the vaulted ceilings here. Black Bear also has underground parking, just like West Wall Lodge. Views of this property are going to be more prominent to the north and of the ski hill. You're going to see West Wall Lodge here in the distance, but you can see the resort through these evergreens here. This property also has been remodeled since it was first built in the early 2000s. Looks like they did a great job. They do have some private decks with this property as well. Again, just another great property and another great option if you're not wanting to move into a standalone home, because you do have HOAs with both of these properties that take care of a lot of the snow removal and the amenities. Most of these residences, I will say, for Black Bear are all on one level. So this one is unique that it's on the top floor and that you have this top level living as well. So this is a unique feature to this particular unit. There is an on-site hot tub as well, and some grilling stations throughout the property. So that's a really nice feature. So as you come up Hunter Hill Road, there is another development as you get to the very top of Hunter Hill Road, and this is the Summit Subdivision. So the listings that we see right here for $600 and $895, these are going to be vacant land. And the Summit Subdivision, some of it is ski in, ski out, and some of it is not quite ski in, ski out. Like you could take your skis off and walk down the street if you wanted to. You can also hop on the resort right here. You can kind of see this is the banana exit. If you've ever skied that double black up at the resort, this is showing where you're coming off the exit of the banana. So looking back, so this will just show you, so for $5.9 million standalone home up in the Summit Subdivision. So this is going to be 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, and about 6,400 square feet. So it is a beautiful property, beautiful views. What I love about Summit is it kind of sits up on this kind of this flatter area of Mount Crested Butte. So you climb up the hill, and then you have the Summit Subdivision, and then you have all of Mount Crested Butte peak behind you. So the views are amazing. So you're getting the ski resort, you're getting south views down some of it just on the very edge of kind of looking at the golf course area, but a lot of the views are going to be looking more prominent west for sunsets. So you can see the twinkling lights of Crested Butte. So here, let's take a quick peek at this property. You can see it's beautiful timber frame construction. Really, really well done. I have been to this property, or had the privilege to show this property a couple of times, and it's a really stunning property. It's really well laid out. I love the additional living spaces. The views are stunning, and its access to the resort and ski in, ski out ability is unmatched. So yeah, just here's some of the outdoor spaces to kind of give you an idea. So resort over here, hot tub, you're kind of looking at the edge of the base area. This is also the resort side. So yeah, just a stunning property. Okay, so as you leave Hunter Hill Road and we kind of get up closer to the resort, there are some base area type properties that are also either skier access or ski in, ski out. So this one is going to be ski in, ski out. So this one's a 2-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,500 square feet. This property was remodeled some years ago. It is on the market for $2.4 million. A great property. I mean, you can see the lift right here through the windows. It's absolutely gorgeous. So ski school is right here, right outside of this property. So super convenient if you have kids and you want to drop them off for ski school, or you want to just come in and grab some lunch really quickly, a cup of coffee, some hot tea or whatever, and just kind of break up your day a little bit without too much effort, because you're basically taking off your skis here after, going out for a couple of runs, and then you're back at your place. They did a really good job remodeling this property. I love all the touches. It has this mountain feel to it, but also this modern quality as well. So let's look at a couple other mountainside properties. Okay, so this is really kind of the base area. So if you hear me talk about base area, this is what I am referencing. So you have the bus loop that comes through here. This is the transit station. This is going to be the lodge at Mountaineer Square. And then right here where there's a number of listings, this is the Grand Lodge. So this is what I would consider skier access. So the Grand Lodge is going to be sort of that hotel feel type of property where you just kind of set it and forget it. You don't have to worry about doing anything. There are some properties that do have in that building that most of them look the same, but some people have done some variances here and there. So you'll see some things that look a little bit different in some of them, but most of them all look the same. I would say the majority of them. They all have the same layout. These are skier access, like I said, and then over here is going to be closer to the lodge at Mountaineer Square, but there's some other, Emmons at Axtel is over here. So the skier access. So basically, like I said earlier, you're taking your skis off, unclipping, and you have a minimal walk to your property. So let me show you a couple of Grand Lodge units that you can take a look at, kind of give you an idea. They're classified as a condotel. Does have some great amenities. They do have an indoor and outdoor pool and hot tub. You pull through here. The front desk is over here that you can check into. Super easy. The Grand Lodge too is divided into two wings. You have the East Tower and you have the West Tower. So the configuration of rooms is slightly different depending if you're on the East Tower over here on the left hand side of my screen or right here in the main part of the property of the West Tower. So this is a West Tower configuration where you're walking into the bedroom. This one is unique. Not a lot of these have this door right here. Typically it's just this hallway. There's a bathroom on the right or the left, and then tucked over here on this other side is going to be a small kitchenette. And there it is. The East wing configuration is you're going to walk in and either the kitchen runs on the right or the left hand side, and then the same with the bathroom right or left hand side of the wall. You have a Murphy's bed that comes down, or it functions as a little sitting area, and then you have the bed, and then you have the windows on that side. So instead of like having that true one bedroom kind of feel to it that the West Tower has, it's just more of everyone's in all of one room. And I will say in the West Tower, those sofas do pull out to be sleeper sofas. There's some amenities here, some food that you can grab, like the High Life that's up there. So yeah, workout area. It's super convenient. It's a great entry point if you're looking at that 200 and on that price range, and you just don't want to do a whole lot to your property. You just kind of let it rent, and there's also some restrictions on usage. So if this is something that you're interested in, reach out to me and just let me know, and we can talk through that. On this left side, there's also some additional listings over here that are condos, and they're either going to be in the Three Seasons building, Chateau, Timbers, or Eagle's Nest. So there's quite a few over here, and there is a bus service along this road as well, or it's nice too that you can walk down these stairs and just connect and walk across Gothic and take the sidewalk to the base area. So it's walkable to the base area, or there's condo service, which is a great option. They have great views on this side as well. This one's one in the Chateau building. Chateau does have an outdoor pool, and one of the only condoplexes that has an outdoor pool aside from the Lodge at Mountaineer Square, Westwall Lodge, and Grand Lodge. So this is what $850 will get you for a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,100 square feet. They're all going to be everything's going to be on the same level. So there's 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and 4 bedrooms. So you walk in, you're going to have the kitchen, living room you're looking at, and you're either on the back side facing Marcelina Road, or you're on the front side facing the resort area and Gothic Road. And then you're going to have bedrooms on the right or the left. So that could be 1 bedroom on the right, 1 bedroom on the left, or 2 bedrooms on the right, 1 bedroom on the left, or 2 bedrooms on the right and 2 bedrooms on the left for the 4 bedroom. So very similar configuration for all the units. What I like to tell people when they're shopping in this building is, do you want views of the resort, or do you want something a little bit quieter on the backside? And then how big of a space do you need? So this one faces the resort side, and then this is Gothic Road right here. And the bus pulls through, comes up the hill, pulls through here, and hangs a right back to the resort. So super convenient. So coming up the mountain a little bit further, there's other, properties up here. There's some land that's for sale, and some other additional properties again. There's some land up here as well off of Morning Glory. Some really great properties, great views. This is going to be serviced by First Track, so you're not going to have bus service. You could easily walk to the resort if you wanted to, but First Tracks will be your most convenient and easiest way to get to the resort. Okay, so as you head up Gothic Road, you can kind of see that a lot of these roads kind of spin off from here. So you have Anthracite that is on the top end and kind of wraps around. And then you have from there, you have Ruby. And these are going to be the closest to ski in, ski out. There is a homeowner's trail on this backside right here that you can get some skier access to. Most of these you are taking your skis off and walking down the hill or up the hill to your property. So it's not a bad walk. People do it all the time. But again, First Tracks will service this. So if you're looking for a ride, you can call them and they can come pick you up and then drop you off at the base area and then pick you up at the end of the day as well. So lots of options. On this other side here, you do have Paradise Road as well. So that road kind of horseshoes around, and this is a really great place to be on the mountain. You have great views looking at the Meridian Lake area. There's Meridian Lake Park and the Meridian Lake Meadows, which is the subdivision kind of tucked in off of here. You get to it from Washington Gulch Road. We'll cover that another day since we're just talking about Mount Crested Butte today, but these are some great options for you as well up here if you're looking for standalone homes. So this particular property is, I would say, probably one of the least expensive options on the mountain right now. This is listed at 1.8, 4 bedroom, 3 bath. It is just a little shy of 2,300 square feet. It does need some renovation and remodeling, so that's why it's priced the way it is. And it's super convenient to the resort, so you can just walk right across the street, catch the bus, or you are, calling First Tracks again. We've talked about that, or you're walking to the resort. Great views of the property. Lots of options for you. I love the additional living space upstairs. It's really nice to have. Right now, it's currently rented long-term, and then it does have, a nice deck off the back. Gives you nice views of the mountain ranges, and then Snodgrass over here, which will be the closest hiking trail to the property. It's nice too that you do get a 1-car garage, but that is going to be your entry point. Non-deed restricted property. It's going to need a little bit of work and updating, but that's what 1.8 gets you in that particular area. Another property up here is on 10 Ruby. So this one's close to that homeowner's trail, As you can see that they're calling out the Gold Link lifts, that's where you would hop on. You would leave your property and walk a slight uphill and then hop on the trail right here and ski down to the Gold Link Trail. And then this is the top of Painterboy. So from there, keep skiing, enjoy your day up at the resort. When you're done, ski back down and then walk down the hill to 10 Ruby. This one's listed at $3.1 million, 4-bedroom, 5-bath, 3,400 square feet, a great property, lots of room to spread out, great views, super sunny. There is a garage that comes with this. They've done some remodeling since they've owned it, so it's really nice. It shows well, and I love the vaulted ceilings on this property. Love the fireplace. Like I said, a big deck for enjoying the afternoon sunsets. Okay, so that's what 3.1 gets you as a skier access type of property. So remember, skier access means we're not ski in, ski out, but we are just taking off our skis and walking a very short distance. Okay, around the corner from Ruby, we do have another subdivision called Prospect. So if you're not within the Mount Crested Butte proper area, which there's a couple of other options as well, but if you keep going up Gothic Road, remember you have Snodgrass Trailhead over here on your left, which you can snowshoe in the wintertime, and then you're hiking and biking in the summer. You're going to hang a right onto Prospect Drive, and Prospect has a couple of different options up here. So there are properties off of Wild Horse Trail. Right now there's not really any residences on the market there, but on occasion those come on, and those are about, most of the time there's a couple of like paired residence options, which you're looking about $2 million, or some remodeled or existing standalone properties in the Wild Horse development of Prospect, and you're looking at $3 million and on up for that. So as you head up Prospect Drive, there's more custom homes up in the Prospect area. So if you hear us talk about Prospect, that's what we're talking about. So this one in particular is listed for $8.7 million. This one is on walking deer. So you're very close to the lifts. They do groom in between all of the home sites here. So there's some trails to ski in and ski out of. This one is a brand new home. So 4-bedroom, 6 baths, 5,300 square feet. It's stunning. It's beautiful. You have incredible views of this East River range right here. So these mountains are the East River snakes down at the bottom of this valley. And then on the other side, you do have the resort. So it is close to the Prospect lift. Like I said, brand new, just stunning, a beautiful, beautiful property. I love all the outdoor spaces on this one as well. Another property up here is listed at $11 million. It's on Kokanee Lane, custom built house. All of these are going to be custom. They're all going to be just stunning, great location, 6 bedrooms, 8 baths, a little over 7,000 square feet. You can see the beautiful views here. This is Gothic Mountain, and there's not a lot of properties that you can see Gothic Mountain, except for in the Prospect Subdivision. You can see here is Kokanee Lane that they've called out, and then this is the Prospect lift right here. And then this again is the top of the Painterboy lift area, so it's nice to be able to just hop on that lift, ski up, ski all day, and ski right back down to your property at the end of the day. stunning home. Love the outdoor spaces as well. Love the outdoor barbecue and fireplace. I love the mix of covered outdoor spaces and then some uncovered. And then you can see you're living the ski life here with skis galore. This one is unique in that it does have its own kind of church sanctuary in the property, which I've always thought was very charming about it. And then great woodworking detail. Love the driveway and approach to this property as well. It's really nice. It's very friendly. There's lots of places to move around and lots of parking for friends and family. So there you have it. There is a bird's eye view of Mount Crested Butte, Colorado, and where it sits in the Gunnison Valley. And whether you are moving here, visiting for a vacation, looking to invest, this place has so much to offer. From the small town charm of Gunnison to the stunning ski slopes of Mount Crested Butte and everything in between, there is something for everyone. And if you got value out of this video and want to learn more about Crested Butte or Gunnison, Colorado, be sure and hit that like and subscribe button. And whether you're moving here in 6 days from now or 6 months from now, I'm here to make your move exactly the way you want it to be. Until next time. Okay, so it looks like you're making a move to Crested Butte or Gunnison, Colorado, and you're trying to decide which video to watch. You could watch this one, or you could watch this one, or you could watch both because they're both really going to help you out and they're both really good. But go ahead, just pick one.